Okay, let's talk about the best places to visit in Iceland. All right, in this video, we'll explore some of the best and most unique places to visit in Iceland that you could visit in 3 days or less. But don't worry, we'll check out some of the places to visit that are a little bit more known as well. All right, let's start with number 10. It can be a very exciting adventure, but can take a little bit of time. So therefore, number 10 is whale watching and bird watching. This activity is available during certain times of the year, so plan wisely, or you may get a free glimpse of the whales during certain times of the year. But there are many exotic species of birds that are also worth seeing, like puffins. And we'll show you later how you can visit those. All right, moving on to number 9. Let's go to Reykjavik, located in the capital city of Reykjavik. The big church in Iceland's tallest building. It's one of Reykjavik's best-known landmarks. The Hallgrímskirkja church looms over the city skyline. It's visible from most anywhere and everywhere in the town, yet many tourists never bothered to visit the cool church on the hill. Don't make that mistake of bypassing this site while in the city. I think it costs around $5 to $7 to visit, and you don't need tickets ahead of time. All right, built over a period of 41 years, it resembles the impressive landscapes around Iceland. Not only does the bell tower provide an impressive sight over all of Reykjavik, but the interior is impressive on its own, housing a 15-meter tall concert organ sporting 5,275 pipes. All right, moving on to number 8 is the Iceland Phallological Museum. That's right, Phallological. A weird and unusual Icelandic museum in the capital city is dedicated to all things phallic. You heard that right. The Iceland Phallological Museum is the world's foremost collection of various penis specimens. In fact, they have specimens belonging to all various types of mammals found throughout the country. I suggest you do that one after lunch. It's a weird after lunch activity, so roaming around Reykjavik, understandably, it's not for everyone, but if nothing else makes for a good story to tell that when you go home, and it is definitely unique. They do have a gift shop and souvenirs to buy. Moving on to number 7, the Museum of Icelandic Sorcery and Witchcraft, which is also very strange and unusual. Located in the small, sleepy village of Holmavik in Iceland's west fjords, the macabre Museum of Icelandic Sorcery and Witchcraft is sure to spark your imagination or make your skin crawl either way. All right, let's move on to number 6, which brings us to the Velir National Park. This is one of the most unique places in Ireland. It's located about, 45 minutes, hour just from Reykjavik, and is easily accessible from the capital city. If you're traveling in clockwise direction in the Golden Circle tours, it's one of your first stops. So, this national park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its historic significance where the Vikings claimed independence from Denmark. It houses the largest lake in Iceland. All right, moving on to number 5. As for number 5, there's a bridge between the continents. So, continuing to play on Iceland's stretching wasteland, you can locate another part of the ever-growing rift southwest of Reykjavik on the Reykjanes Peninsula. There's no diving or snorkeling here, rather just a bridge crossing Iceland, visible gap. Now, it does take 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours to get there, so you do have to be well planned. All right, number 4 includes the Glacier Lagoon, also known as the Iceberg Lagoon. There's lots of lagoons and glaciers in Iceland, of course. Jökulsárlón is an expansive glacier lagoon on the coast, just a few hundred meters away inland from the sea. Move on to number 3. Number 3 is about 2 hours drive south and is definitely well worth it. And it's the Black Sand Beach, known as Reynisfjara Beach, is definitely the most famous place in Ireland. It has shown up in many medieval and fantastic movies out there. I think it was also in Game of Thrones. Located besides this town of Vik, this striking coast features huge black basalt stacks. It's about 120 kilometers from Reykjavik, making it a popular day trip and is located on the Ring Road. You can go here before you can actually go to the glacier lagoon if you'd like. You'll see many seabirds along there, and that's where you'll spot puffins. They're all over the right side of the beach if you walk down once you get to the black sand beach. All right, number 2, always, probably is very, very famous, but you can only see it in the winter. During the winter, you can see the northern lights. So Iceland is one of the best places in the world to see the northern lights, or the aurora borealis. What is great about many of the hotels in Iceland is they'll keep a lookout for the northern lights and wake you up, and you can get a wake-up call in the middle of the night, just to let you know that you can go outside and visually view them. All right, number 1. My favorite activity, the number 1 thing to do of all things, was to go to the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is it's right near the airport, but you need to get tickets ahead of time. I can't emphasize that enough. The Blue Lagoon is in Iceland's most famous hot springs, and even though it's overcrowded, trip to Iceland would be complete without a visit to the Blue Lagoon. What makes it easy is that it's close to the airport, so you can pop in and even do that before your flight. Yeah. Make sure to make reservations because, again, your visit, it could sell out on that day. These are geothermal waters of the Blue Lagoon where you actually get to go submerge into it. So it's very, very relaxing, and they do sell some of their ice and salt minerals, so they do have a very wide variety of souvenirs there.